Good evening, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Right. Good evening, good evening to ROM Official Racing. We're here tonight in Miami. I will be joined shortly, I hope, by Timmer. He's running a little bit late to the party. So, yeah, we're going to be going around Miami here today. The first time we're having a crossplay here in ROM Official. We've got all the PC people now joining, and we're going to have some fun now with the Xbox, PC, and hopefully maybe PlayStation in the future. I'm only seeing Xbox and PC at the moment. So if any PlayStation people want to come and join ROM Official, obviously check out the website. I'm sure there is one. I don't know it. I think it must be something like romofficial.com, maybe. But I'm looking forward to this track. I really like this track, personally. It's not the easiest of tracks to overtake on, but there's always plenty of action. It's a new track to the game, which we all obviously like, and the more the merrier. So it's a second American track to be added to the game. So obviously our American friends over there build interest over there. But yeah. But we have 15 drivers so far. I believe 17 have ticked, so we're just waiting on a couple more, I think, to join. And we'll get underway with short quali. And then a 50% race. Just need to adjust. Nice to have some more numbers this week. Crossplay. Obviously, hopefully the issues that it had have maybe been fixed now with the recent update. And one person has dropped out. Well, obviously waiting for a couple of drivers to join. Obviously going to be a very tricky situation inviting people from PC to Xbox so forth, so it's obviously going to take time to get used to. Teething problems, as they say. Well, while we're waiting, let's have a look at the, if I can, championship standings. I'm going to go on Discord now, quick. Well, currently the championship standings are, we got Snipes on 75 points in Haas. We have ROM BFord in the Aston Martin on 60 points. ROM Lawn on 55 points. ROM Celtic on 50 points. Dylan Baxter, my game, sorry, phone. Sorry. Apologise, my phone's being an arsehole. Yeah, Dylan Baxter in 5th place on 48 points, along with Ron Drasdy, who's also on 48 points. We have Ron James on 33 points. Why does it keep doing that? And then 13th place we have, sorry, 8th place we have Alex PC with 23 points, Rommel Ludlow at 22 points in 9th place, Aki AMG on 8, Stato on 6, Pitcher Munch on 4, Greeny, Free, and AMG Pez on 1, all the rest are on 0. Now the Constructors title, currently Aston Martin lead on 110 points from Alfa Romeo on 81 points, Haas on 75 points, Red Bull on 55, Ferrari on 48, Alpine on 27, Williams on 22, Mercedes on 14, AlphaTauri on 3, and McLaren at the bottom now on 1 point. So you have it. update. Obviously, Snipes will like to try and extend his championship lead today, if he can, from ROM BFord, ROM Drazi. Obviously, very fast driver who's not had the best results. He'll obviously be in contention. If I go back to it, let's have a look. Obviously, Rom Lawn in third place. I didn't mention. He's only 5 points behind ROM BFord. Obviously, Rom Celtic there in fourth. Dylan there with a mention as well. 48 points. And we're about to get underway finally. Obviously, Austin Martin and Alfa Romeo fighting for the Constructors title at the moment. Right. Here we go. So, up. Here we go. So who's going to be the first to go out for a lap around here in Miami here today? Round 5 of the ROM Championship. Looks like Greeny with the first out, followed by the AlphaTauri there. AlphaTauri of Greeny. I do apologise, that was Ron Lawn in the Williams. Once somebody's hit something there, I think it was Ron Lawn, has already hit the wall and lost his front wing, so it's going to be a long trek back to the pits for him. Not the best start for him. And it's a championship battle, obviously. Earlier I said that he's in third place, so all to play for Ron Lawn. Yesterday you want to get back to the pits now and get a new front wing. Oh, it looks like Greeny's gone into the wall as well. Is he DNF'd? Or in an awkward position there. He seemed to reverse it back. Oh, the 5 grid penalty. Collision with that. Rom Celtic. Or warming their tyres up now, getting ready for a lap there, Rom Celtic. Taking damage from that. I don't think he did. I think it was one of those weird ones where he was trying to reverse back onto the track and Greeny. Right, Ron James. He's the first man to set a lap by the looks of it, because he's 40 seconds into the lap, so we'll go on board with him. When it's a sector 2, very tricky little intersection. Yeah, you have to go really slowly through this little chicane here and try and not go into the wall here. On the power, up through the gears into the DRS zone. Then you come into this braking zone now. It's very hard to get this braking zone right. You either go too deep or too long. He's gone a little early on the brakes there. It's alright. Now on the power, try and hug the inside curb here. And he sets a 128.8. It's a nice time there from Ron James. Lead Moro's FIFA. I think he's the next to settle that. Up to the line. What's he going to do? He goes at 129.2. Nice laps there. AMD Perez, that's 27.9. Ben Ford here. That's a fastest lap, and we're on board here with Born Happy. He goes 4th fastest with a 28.8. Alex PC's on an out lap, Pitcherman on an out lap. Snipes has gone round. Just gets out of the way there nicely. On the lawn, he's had to go. Ludlow, was it? Got to go back into the pits. Comes up to the line, 28.5, goes 5th fastest. Looks like the 28's roughly where everyone's gonna be. XBC in sector 2 now. Stay on board with him for the remainder of the lap. See if you can get into the top 10. Normally there or thereabouts in the top 10. Takes up very nicely. Very nicely through there. That was a purple middle sector there for him. He's on the power nicely there. How's he going to get this last corner here? He can get this nice on the brakes, is he? Yep, he's lovely on the brakes there. This is looking a very good lap. He may get a slight toe here. Nice tight. Oh, surprisingly there. It looked a faster lap than what it was. Looking too much doing. He's in the middle of sector 1 in the Alpine. Very twisty circuit, this one, Miami. Very easily to go into the wall on certain curbs. Oh, we've got a lead there. May have bought that one. Because of that, but still going. Curves nicely there. On the power now to this long straight in the game, the track, I should say. On the DRS. Wheel spin there. Oh, he almost loses the rear end there too. Gone a bit wide there. That's going to cost him. 28.4. Yeah, definitely more pace in there from a good munch as Leclerc via shadow. Sets a 130.6. Greedy there with a 31.3. He's out on another lap. New set of tyres. What can he do? Can he improve his time? See what his sector times are like. Sector 2. Is he up on his time? So we'll look coming into sector 2. Timing beam. What's he going to do? Ooh, 4 seconds down. So, yep. Who else is on a lap? So, John Baxter. He started his lap. He's currently lying in 3rd place with a 27.7. So, a couple of tenths off. So, we can find that in his second run here. Won't be far pole. And he's purpled the middle sector. So, he's a 10 up. So, we'll stay on board with him. He's going to be challenging the top 2. This very pacey around here today, Dylan. Needs to get this little section right. So tricky, so easy to invalidate. But he's taking it nicely, and he's purpled the middle sector 2, so he's nearly 2 tenths up on his time. So those 2 tenths would just about sneak him through into pole position. Find another tenth or 2 here. It's looking good for Dylan. Coming up to the line now. What can he do? He does go fastest by the smallest margins as well. So that's something for Ben Ford. Oh, I've just realised. Ben Ford is ROM BFord, isn't he? Yeah. That's definitely something for ROM BFord to think about. What's he doing? He's up on his time by nearly a tenth. So he's coming out to the line now. So this would be pole if he can. Yes, he does go pole, but a small margins as well. He only found half a tenth, but it was enough. What's Razzie doing? Is he up on his time? He's coming out to sector 2. Now, yes, he's 3 tenths up. This is looking good. It's going to be very close for pole. So close between the top 3. 6 minutes to go. The yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. I don't know what that's for, but we'll stay on board with Ron Drazzy. Coming up to the line, it's going to be pole. Yes, it is. He's into the 1:27 freeze. So, as small as literally 6 thousandths of a second between him and ROM BFord. We've got AM Perez. He's invalidated his laps. What Snipes doing? Snipes. Is he up on his time? He needs to find quite a bit. Nearly 6-7 tenths to challenge top 3. See the championship leader knows needs to get a good qualifying position here today. And he's 5 tenths up, so he's almost found the 7 tenths he needs. Get a good last corner here. Coming up to the line, he's going to get a slight toe off the McLaren, I think. come to the line. He does! He gets pole position so far. That's an unbelievable lap. They found the last 2 tenths in the last couple of corners as the McLaren has gone around. And Rom Lawn, what's he doing? He's coming up to the line. I think... No. He's going to the pits. So we're going with Moore's FIFA. He's coming up to the line now. Is he going to improve his time? He doesn't. He's half a second off. So Ludlow is 7 tenths up on his time. So that would be a massive improvement. And he goes up to 8 fastest with a 28.4. And Clear Shadow, is he up on his time? It's weird. Oh, that just looked weird then, that Ferrari. Well, Clear Shadow. Sorry, I haven't seen the second 2 time yet. Check it out now. Everyone's improving their times. So 3 minutes to go. Always 10 seconds down, right? So we're going forward with somebody else who's on a lap. Everyone's in the pits now, waiting for that last 3 minutes of the session where they can make improvements. Currently, your order is Snipes, Rom Drasny, Ben Ford, Don Baxter, AMS Perez, Rom Sullick, Rom Lawn, Ron Ludlow, and Mr. Pigeon Munch, Med 3042, Vaughan Haffer, Rom James, Alex PC, Moore's FIFA, The Clear Shadow, and Greeny HTID. So Vaughan Haffer is coming up to the line. He pit, yes he is. He's going to try and get out again, but I can't see it happening with only 2 minutes to go. So got Rom James on an out lap, so we'll go on board with him in the Alfa Romeo. It's the first out, so stay on board with him. Got everyone, quite a few people on out laps now. Look at the difference between the top 4. So close. Less than a tenth between them. The top 4. That's how close it is. I'm hoping to get my co-commentator. It doesn't look like it's happening. Did say he's going to be late, but unfortunate. That circumstances. Well, on board with Ron James now, he's in 12th place at the moment with 28.8, so very close there with him and Vaughan Haffer. He needs to find a couple of tenths there to beat him. Pitcher Munch decides he's had enough and retires in the pits. well, 3/10 up on his time. That would get him close to Med in P10. Picks up very nicely now. Can he carry the speed now into the last few corners? And Med has retired. I don't know if that was a crash. Could be wild. Sector 1. Yeah, it does look as though. But we're on board with Snipes, who's invalidated his lap, so he can't improve. Grassy, is he up on his time? ROM BFord did improve. And Grassy does not, he does improve, but not enough. It's missed out by 200ths of a second. No one else is improving, so yeah. More speedber is down on his time. Doesn't improve. There we are. That's the end of qualifying. Well, that was your qualifying for Miami Grand Prix for ROM official. There you have it. Pole position for Snipes. Second place for ROM Draz E. BFord in third. Dylan Baxter in fourth. AMS Pez, ROM Sutek, ROM Lawn, ROM Ledlow, Mr. Pigeon Munch, Med, ROM James, Form Haffer, Alex PC, Morse, Res FIFA, is it? Greeny, and the Clear Shadow. And Greeny will have a 5 grid penalty, so he will effectively finish 16th. Well, Snipes has put down the marker, the championship leader, with pole position here today. So Ben now to respond, and obviously ROM Drazzy in third place. Hopefully everyone can get through turn 1 nicely. We can have a good race. Hopefully no one readies up early. Oh well, somebody's pressed ready up. Maybe slightly early. I'm not entirely sure. We're about to have a start.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out.
Well, there you have the order. Everyone's on different strategies there. It would seem Snipes is starting on the mediums, Drazzy on the hards, BFord on the mediums, Dylan Baxter on the hards, Pez and so.
As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the
Too quick
race,
for me, I'm
each
afraid.
driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping
interesting call there for ROM BFord on the hards at the beginning. It was an early safety car, could hurt him. We're about to get underway here in the Miami Grand Prix. One light, two lights, three lights, four lights, five lights, and go! And looks like Snipes gets a good start. Yeah, he flew off the line. There's contact between ROM BFord and I think ROM Celtic. The two Aston Martins coming together, I think, at the start. Lost the brake in there. Didn't want to have that between the two teammates. Well, that's helped Ron Drasky no end of. But it looks like Ben Ford's got back underway. He's having a look on the inside of Ron Drasky, and I think he's going to get the move done. He gave him a lot of space there, Drasky. Could have covered the inside line there, but he's on a mission now after the contact early on. Didn't seem to get damaged, so everyone seems to have got away bar that. Although Alex PC has dropped down 3 places somehow. And there's a spin there and a reset to track by, it looked like the Haas of Morris FIFA. He's lost his front wing. Gives way there to before Happer, and we got a, I believe, virtual safety car. So the number of drivers are pitted. I think Ron Sutter got damaged from that contact with his teammate. Yeah, he's having a new front wing. Everyone's at a number of drivers are in the pits after the start. Looks like Ron BFord changed his tyres at the last minute there. Did show he was on hards. We've got underway again after the virtual. Well, Ron Drasky are having a slow start of getting the tyres warmed up. On those, oh, Drasky who was on the hard tyre, I do apologise. Yeah, he was a little slow, I wondered why. He seems to have got those hards warmed up now. But in the meantime, Snipes has absolutely streaked away from the after the virtual. He's got a 2.3 second lead over Ben Ford. He's just set the fastest lap of the race as well, as Pez sets the fastest lap of the race. So down in 4th place, he's definitely seems to have a lot of pace on those medium tyres at the moment in McLaren. Really, this top 4 really have just left Dylan Baxter there in 5th place, who's on the hard tyre, for dead, really. 5 seconds back, and he's dropping back. All fairness to him, he is on the hard tyre, so yeah. As Med is having a look, oh, he's got the move done on Pigeon Munch there. Nice camera view there. But Pigeon Munch is coming back at him. And he's got the move done on the outside. He's gone deep though to get the move done, and I think he's a little miffed that he got overtaken by the McLaren. Sorry, McLaren. He is on a medium tyre compared to the hard tyre of Med, who has a penalty already. going back on board with AG Pez. He's got past Drazzy there. Drazzy's trying to come back at him into turn 1. Going side by side into turn 1. Doesn't always end nice. Still going side by side. I think Drazzy's going to have to back out of that one. But still side by side. And the Ferrari's dropped out. Oh, I think he was moving out of the way, was he? Yeah, it's a close action so far. Got the DRS there on the outside. Can you get the move done? Yes, he gets the move done. I think this is the battle that's going to continue to the first part of this stint. Oh, he looked as though he clipped the wall there. Pez. Drazzy now trying to pull away. He's going to have the DRS assistance. Pez. Seems like you overtake me and I'll overtake you on the next straight. Oh, got a bit of dirty air there. Drazzy, almost off the rear end. Both of them are using up a lot of ERS. This battling is letting BFord streak away. It's up to a 2.8 second gap now for Pez. Here we have Snipes. Is currently leading. 2.4, pretty much stabilised between the two of them. Sharing laps, really. Let's have a look further down the field. Max PC. What's he doing? He's currently just outside the 1 second gap to Vornhafer. Oh. Harvey? Harvey. Do apologise if I get your names wrong. You get a lot of new people. And something's happened there with Pigeon Munch and Rom James. Rom James is doing well. He's up to 6th place here. Running well on those medium tyres. And they're side by side, Pigeon Munch and Ferrari. Ghosted Ferrari. I believe that's a clear shadow. So Pigeon Munch has got the move done now on the McLaren. He had to get that move done because he's being held up there. He's got the medium tyre. So he's got to make those medium tyres work now. Is there a safety car? What's happened? Yellow flag sector 1. Who's crashed? Well, medium runners now will be coming in. This is going to really affect the hard runners because they're Drazzy didn't want an early safety car. Top 2 will probably pit. Who'd have thought? I don't understand what the safety car was brought out for. I don't know. No one's binned it. I'm going to go through the order. I can't see anyone. Must be one of those absolute minor little things. I've called a safety car out. under safety car conditions, and like I said, ROM BFord and Snipes have taken advantage of that safety car. It's now effectively a pit stop behind now for Assy, but still a long way to go. Well, you're right, man. Can you join the game? Because I'm just safety car at the moment, so. Right, I'll see if I can get you an invite now. No, it should be alright. He did say, I did tell him that you were joining late. Well, we're currently under safety car conditions. A co-commentator has joined, but trying to get him into the game, that's the problem. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, it's blocked out for me as well.
You can't send try a party invite now, as in from the party. Invite all from the party you're in.
Oh, damn. Stupid. I can't seem to... That's the problem when you put it on invite. Should be able to join up for instance.
Yeah, but look, it stops people from joining them. People randos.
ROM felt like he's the host.
Okay.
I did say to him to send you an invite and add you.
Okay, hold on, it might be... How's the race going so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. No DNFs so far, although we're under safety car conditions. I don't know what the safety car was for. I think it was for the player Shadow. I think his car is X'd out. That caused the safety car. Yeah. Trying to get a message on Discord, but
Look, the driver, they're going to be driving, they're not going to be looking at Discord.
Yeah, but they're in a safety car at the moment, so it's like, you know.
You can't shoot off an invite, no.
I can't know for some reason. Invite more. That's the party. Try it.
I just under include my audio is invite everyone to game. Is that grayed out for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reset. Someone's left the session, Pigeon Munch. See, how's he getting back in then? That's what I want to know.
He has to be getting an invite from one of the guys.
Safety car is in this lap, but something's gone wrong, I think. Because the lead guy... Has the game crashed or something?
It's on your Twitch, is it? It's on Twitch, so that's
good. Rob Drasney is away, 5-second penalty for Med. You can watch from my screen and add your thoughts.
The only thing is, I'd be like I say, I'd be like 5-10 seconds behind you.
Yeah. Hopefully my internet's good.
Be on time next time. That's the only lesson we can do.
Yeah. Well, Ron Grassley leads the race, but effectively him and Dylan Baxter are a bit up behind Snipes, who was leading before. Ron James is up to 4th place. He stayed out on those medium tyres. Having a pretty good race, but got these guys here. We've got a 5-second penalty there, Med. Then you got ROM BFord, who's looking pretty good along with Snipes. Pitted. So yeah, I don't understand how. Still can't send you an invite. That's what you get for being late, Tim.
I know. Goddamn other people making me work. Such is life.
Oh, I know that feeling. I finished late today myself.
Do you know, but it's like when they said to you, oh, we've got a small little job for you, and you go and it's massive.
Yeah. I get that a lot. Oh yeah. You'd be 5 minutes doing this. Yeah. Heard that many a time in the past.
You end up cursing them all.
Yeah. Oh, I could have.
Do you know what? I haven't driven around Miami. It's a nice looking track.
Oh, it is really nice.
Is that Snipes that's gone around Dylan Baxter there? Or that happened a few seconds ago?
Yeah, Dylan Baxter. Yeah. Got a 3-second penalty there.
Did ya?
How up to date are you on the stream?
That 12. Snipes
Yeah.
is currently 6 seconds, 0.6 behind.
Did you see that clear shadow? 3 seconds.
Yeah, just there now.
Yeah, so you're literally only a second behind.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Not ideal, but look, we'll have to work with it.
Yeah, to work
Technical
with it,
issues and all.
Yeah.
That's Morrow's
Clear that.
vehicles gone by green Greeny HTID. This is great. New names.
Yeah. So many new names. Crossplay, like. All those guys who are
Oh,
racing
PC,
on.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Can you see it up there?
Yeah, I can see it there. Yeah, you can see Ram is playing on PC today.
Yeah, because he's on Xbox before. And then you see that little thing up there now. And it's basically what you're playing on.
He's in a
let's get
horrible
back.
Ferrari though.
Like PC there. He's coming up to the
Ben-
back. Rom
Ben
Celtic.
Ford gone around Ron James there in the side.
BFord. Well, he's kind of stuck behind Dylan at the moment. I say stuck, he's 2 seconds down. Oh, Ron Krasny is losing out there. Snipes. Obviously Snipes is on the fresher tyres now by 6 laps. So he's going to the end now, Snipes. It's looking very good for him for the race victory here today. He's currently leading the championship. So pole position and race win today would cement his championship lead over ROM BFord. You see now, JC Ben Ford. That's his PC.
Yeah. Ah, okay, BFord. Yeah.
Because I was confused myself when he was in the lobby. I was like, well, we've got some new guys here
He's
today.
gone
I was
wide
like,
there.
new guys, and I was like, oh my god.
The names, yeah.
It's ROM BFord. Well, you did miss something at the start.
Some bit of controversy, was there?
Austin Martin's coming together at the start.
Or Ram Celtic and Ben Ford.
Uh-huh.
Is there much damage, is there?
Ooh, look at that. Alex PC's gone on the outside there. Get the move done on wrong side. Oh, I just got a bit of contact there. Over the wall there for wrong side. Ooh, bit of lag there from Alex PC. He's got the move back again. So losing the spot there kind of helped him with the DRS. Someone's gone around there, isn't it? Yeah.
This is so
Oh,
hard.
BC's out. How's out?
Oh man, what happened to him?
Sector 3. Did he retire in the pits or is he out?
It looked like he retired in the pits. It's just a long left stretch straight. I can't imagine somebody crashing there.
The yellow flag, sector 1, so could well have, yeah, it could be pits.
In the pits, yeah. Looks like it.
Oh no, he's in the wall.
Is he? Oh, he is. No, is that man's car that came out of the pits and retired?
Oh, maybe it is his car that came out.
Yeah,
of
I
the
don't think
pits,
it's quite. When I was looking at your review,
He's
just.
Too much, I think, out.
He has. I know he had said he was problems with his internet was dropped around tonight.
Yeah, he's X'd out, so we'll go back on with the leaders who are still fighting. Come to Snipes.
He's losing to his Ferrari powered.
I think he would have thought he had pulled away there. But no. Got the fresher tyres.
Yeah, how you'd imagine his hearts are very well switched on running laps on him. You know, he's probably bound to be getting the best out of them.
Yeah.
Drazzy just seems on it. She just
he has got a pit, so that is the key
Yeah.
thing.
Or does he?
Yeah, he does. He hasn't pit.
He hasn't hit at all. Okay.
But with all this, Dylan Baxter has actually caught up to this group who are fighting. He's coming up to this little battle now. And Ben Ford is also joining the party. Kind of left Med behind in 5th place. Ludlow. We haven't seen much of him throughout this race, but he's going along nicely in 6th place. I believe he's currently 3rd in the championship. Round 5 here today in Miami. Obviously all to play for. Ben Ford is all over the back of Dylan now. And Dylan is flashing like hell there with his ERS. So
He's not making it easy for him. He's making that car as wide as possible.
definitely.
Not today, Mr. Ben Ford.
Oh, he's gonna get the move done, yeah.
No, the long DRS here, is there?
Yeah, flies past him pretty easy. He's on a mission now to catch ROM BFord.
Oh, yellow flag. Is this blue car around here? Position. I think it might have been Pigeon Rush that went around.
See, still on the back of Snipes. Snipes cannot seem to get rid of him. He's got a 70-odd% ERS. Drowsy. How many laps to go? 11 laps to go here. He's definitely got a pit. Is he holding out for a safety car? That's the question. I mean, these
It's a big
tires,
gamble. That's a huge gamble to be relying on a safety car. I never like to do that myself.
No, no me.
I don't see it as a strategy because it's just it might never happen.
Sometimes when it does happen, I mean, you just end up going to the back anyway.
Yeah.
But the problem was, he started on the hards. I said that at the beginning of the race, it could affect him big time. As Alex PC has gone. Sector 3. I don't know where he's lost it. May have retired in the pits. There. Green. Down there in 14th place. Going along nicely. Just outside of the points. You'd be hoping that there's a few incidents up ahead. Might score him some points here today. Have a look around the field. Wrong lawn. He's on 8-lap-old hard tyres, so he's obviously going to the end. He's 21 seconds behind the points at the moment. Ron James, who was running well, has dropped down now after he had to pit. He kind of got caught out with the pits as well, but he's using those hard tyres very well now, and he's closing up to Moore's FIFA. He's on 16-lap-old tyres, so there's a few guys here who
Definitely,
may
they
have
definitely need the safety car to bring themselves back into the game. I feel though.
Moore is FIFA pits on 17-lap-old hard, so that's the key thing now, because Ron Drassi has gone round again. He's going to obviously be thinking, now I've got to pit soon. 10 laps to go, soft tyre to the end.
Yeah, you could. Well, the softs kind of go off after maybe 6 laps, don't they?
maybe less than that sometimes.
Like I'm being generous though, yeah. 6. They start getting hard to manage then after that. But I mean, some drivers can be very good on managing their tires. Just depends what way your driving style is.
I just find that soft tires are dog shit on this game. Honest to God. The hard tire seems to be the best tire
the
of the game.
medium is a better tire. A far better tire.
It is.
It's a little bit
Hard
more
tire,
versatile.
though, seems so good on this game. It just I don't know why.
Good as in frightening you for the first 5-6 laps when you go on them, is it? Yeah.
No, but the first 5 or 6 laps they give you, right, maybe less than that, 4 laps, right, you'll struggle a little bit. And once you get them up to temperature, they're just literally, they'll go to the end of the race. And you'll have performance from them throughout the race. I mean, you look at how much Grassi, who has paid now, where's he come out on? He's come out in 4th place, so he's going to be on the medium tyre. See, that's the key there. He chose not to go on the softs there. He knows how bad those softs are. You know, I mean, they're good for about 3 or 4 laps where they're absolutely unbelievable, but then after that, then they just drop off so dramatically. It's just like not even funny.
You'd be better off on the medium then.
Yeah.
Because you can push them a bit harder.
And the hards just seem to last, and performance-wise, they just seem better on this game by miles. Do you remember on the last game, it was like a soft to medium strategy? Virtually every race you could do.
It was wrong the way the mediums were set up in last year's race, or in last year's F1. They were lasting far too long.
Yeah.
You know, like
the mediums were shocking on the last game. Sorry, the hards were shocking on the last game.
Yeah. Just no pace.
Well, Snipes has got a 2.5 second lead almost over ROM BFord, but ROM BFord now has got a bit of open track ahead of him, so can he close this gap down with 8 laps to go here? We've also got medium with on 20 lap old Hards, who still, I believe, has not pitted.
You can check there with your thing how many pits they've done.
Yeah, I just want a quick look at the race director.
You don't even need to. You can circle through your spectator thingy.
All right.
Do you know the way you can change laps, plant these tires?
Oh yeah, stops.
Yeah.
Oh, the penalty thing covering his one.
Yeah, did you not know that?
Yeah. So, on the one when I did want to check, it's covered with a penalty.
No, he hasn't pitted yet. That be correct?
Okay.
No, that doesn't look right. What? Well, how many laps does it say he's done on the tires? If you go back to the tire, it'll tell you how many laps he's done.
I
think it had said 21, was it?
21, yeah. So he's on it. It's lap 22. So yeah, he's not pitted.
Yeah. So he's not pitted yet.
This is lap 22. Yeah. So no, he's not pitted. Right. So if we go back to that, click that off because we don't want to watch that. Right. Let's go back to where we are now. What is Drassi catching these two? It's a big ass to catch. 15 seconds to the leaders. I think the top two here will be the top two. As
yeah, unless something drastic happens. And
yeah, you can see him at the far end of the straight there. That's the difference for ROM Drassi. No, that wasn't him actually. There he is now, coming into the pit straight. the last straight. So that's a big gap there to close down. Let's have a look around the field, the closest battles. Ron has dropped back from Ludlow.
Yeah. Ludlow just got the fastest lap there, I think, recently as well.
He's on those fresh, soft tyres now, so... Yeah, see, the mediums there. Can I see? Got him up to temperature. Beating the soft tyre on it.
Yeah. 129.7. Good lap.
Ludlow. I mean, Ron James there. Celtic has pitted, so he's had enough of those medium tyres. Of course, he didn't pit. He pitted under the safety car for mediums. Had to drag them out quite a long time.
And he's gone for a wing change as well. Oh, sure, he had contact with the wall earlier on, didn't he? Kind of rubbed the wall, right side.
Yeah. He's come out just ahead of the Haas of Moore's FIFA, so he's going to be struggling a little bit to get those tyres up to temperature. Go onto it.
No, it's sauce, that's it. They've been already warm coming out of the pit lane. The tire blankets in them.
Yeah, he's put it away. We have Greeny there. Just outside of the points. A couple of places outside of the points. You'd be hoping for something up ahead to happen, really, if he wants to score points here today.
Yeah, but as I say, never give up. As soon as you just don't know what's going to happen in front of you.
Something's happened up front. There's Dylan Baxter. I think he's just dropped back. No, Med's pitted, so that's what my screen went a bit nuts there. Well, with those fresh tyres now, he's caught up to Ron Celtic. So he'd be hoping to get the move done. Ninth place.
Squiggle there.
Right on the back of him now.
Yeah, that's the closest battle at the moment.
Definitely going to get the move done. Yeah, should do. Just.
Yeah, you feel Lauren with the harder tyres is just going to be sitting duck, I think.
Yeah. 14 lap old hard tyres against 1
goes.
lap
He's
old soft tyres.
He's got the move done there. Nice clean overtake.
Yeah. Nice camera angle as well.
I've yet to drive this track actually.
Gonna have a go of it. It's a very nice track.
What's it like compared to Singapore? Because Singapore is amazing.
It's
similar? Not similar?
No. It's more, I'd say, like the old Australia.
Okay.
I'd say. It's not as, don't feel as tight as what Singapore feels like, you know.
There's ROM Celtic now at the 129.3. Charging ahead.
But Ron Drasney was catching, but I mean, he's down to 13 seconds now. He's not catching enough to challenge the top two. And ROM BFord is not closing, he's not falling away. Snipes are both sharing laps more than anything, really.
Yeah, I think Snipes is just managing that lead quite well now. He's just keeping him at that distance for the next couple of laps, and he's bringing it home.
Oh, yellow flag sector 3 think Med has gone round, or coming up to a lapped car. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
I've seen a ghost car there.
I think Green went into the pits there, so he's going to put some fresh tyres on now. I mean, you may as well. Down in 13th place, so you may as well go for the fastest lap.
Yeah, trying to steal that point off somebody that's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Always frustrating when that happens.
Oh, I know. They are ruling FFG that someone outside the top 10 scored a fast lap. It didn't count. And it went to the guy in the top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a bit.
I know.
That's a bit. No, that's wrong.
I don't know, it just seemed to stop people from just going on to the soft tyre at the end, and you know.
Like, I mean, if your teammate is in the top 10 and let's say he's fighting with someone else that's in the championship, you want to try and take the fastest lap off the other guy to help your teammate. Like, I think that should be allowed. Stuff like that should be allowed. You know?
Yeah.
I think because it brings in drivers on have the same car to kind of get a little bit closer. You know, because they are teammates. I know sometimes drivers can clash on track, but I think overall it's generally a good thing to have a teammate that communicates with you and have a bit of crack out of it, as the saying is.
Yeah. Well, Dylan Baxter's had a pretty good race here in 4th place. He's not had the pace of the top prix, I'd say, but not far off. I mean, he was very close in qualifying. You should have seen the qualifying with the top 4.
Wasn't it amazing?
It was literally split by a tenth between the 4 of them.
Sexy.
The top 4 now literally split by like a tenth. It was unbelievable how close it was. But everyone seems to be at this point where everyone's kind of split. But like Rom Med is probably the closest here. He's coming up to the back of Rom James, who's on 12 lap old hards. Can he hold to the end of the race? Has no penalties, so that will benefit him. What's this now? Ron Tracy is pitted. He's got a big enough gap. He's going to give away the podium here. Does he have a problem with those tyres, or?
I didn't see him getting away.
Go. That's going to cost him the podium. Must have had something wrong there, because he wouldn't pit a lap to go.
Was it a rush of blood to the head?
Was he trying to get the fastest lap or something?
But he's lost more points by dropping to 4th, you know, instead of finishing 3rd, just to get 1 point.
I'll have to find out afterwards, because he will not be in the podium interview. Well, that is a bit of a shock here at the end as we go on board with Snipes, who will win the Miami Grand Prix.
Yeah, he's managed that gap really well.
Oh no, are we on the last lap? Sorry, I got it wrong there. a little bit early.
We're on the last lap now.
Yeah.
But he has, as I said, he's managed that gap. He's kept it at around 2 seconds for the last 6-7 laps. So he's really managed it quite well.
He's really closing in on now. He's got the gap down to 1.7 there.
Ooh.
He's lost 4/10 there. So it's all coming down to the top 2 now. Can he close it down? I can't see it happening. He's only got 8% ERS. He's got the gap up to 2.3 now, Snipes. So He's got 21% ERS, so coming into the last lap here. Dylan Baxter is now on for a podium. Unless Rom Drassi, he's only down to 4 seconds now. So
how much of a penalty does Dylan have actually?
3-second penalty, so if you can get that down to a second, it's still snatch a podium. But I'm going to stay on board with
one hell of a lap coming up from Drassi to make that happen, though.
Oof, I know. He's got it down to 4. Dylan Baxter now on old mediums. 3.7. He could still. It looks like he's going to do it. 3.5. As Snipes wins the Grand Prix. I'm afraid you didn't see it at the end because we're going on board with this one to get the last podium place. And he's down to 3.5. It's all down to this last couple of corners.
Oh,
this
is gonna be close.
It's gonna be very close. 3.2, 3.1. Is he gonna get it? He does get the fastest lap of the race, but he's gonna miss out by 0.2 of a second on the last.
No way.
To get a podium.
Great lap too. That's a great lap.
He smashes the lap record here and unfortunately doesn't get the podium. Dylan Baxter, we don't know what happened to Rom Drassi. I would have loved to have found out, but I will find out later. But there we have the final order. Very good race, very clean race, I have to say. Not many incidents.
I'd have to agree with you. I didn't see many there now for the short period I was here.
I have to say, it was one of the cleanest races I've seen recently. I tell you that now. You know what's been happening in RSF1?
No comments.
Yeah, no comments. There you have it. Snipes wins the Miami Grand Prix. Second place there, ROM BFord, and in third place, despite all the efforts of ROM Drassi getting the fastest lap of the race, by 0.2 of a second, Dylan Baxter takes third place. Exciting end for the race there. I do apologise I didn't get to see Snipes cross the line due to the fact that we had that action at the very end there between Dylan Baxter and ROM Drassi. So there you have the full race order. Snipes bent for Dylan Baxter, ROM Drassi, Ron Ludlow, Rom James, Med, Fawn Happer, Rom Celtic, Rom Lone Mouse, Greeny, Mr. Pigeon Munch, and Clear Shadow. And then I'll try and get these people into the party. It's going to be weird. See, I can't invite him. He's on PC.
Ah, how does that? He should be able to join. He has the companion app.
Yeah, he does have it. He'll have to join himself. How you doing, man? If you can make sure you include your audio in. Tick the box. We'll just wait for. We've got Dylan Baxter in the party now, and ROM BFord has joined now through PC.
Hello. I got it ticked as well.
Yep, nice one. And we're just waiting now for Snipes.
I don't think Snipes will join, mate. I don't think he speaks on any of these.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we'll get ROM Drassi instead then. Because I want to find out what happened to.
I know exactly what happened to him.
Yeah.
He, yeah.
Like, if these people can leave the party a minute.
Interview. There you go.
We could get Drazzy into the party, please. Someone invite him.
Yeah, I've done it. Don't worry.
I think it was on.
Right, we'll start with Dylan Baxter. We're waiting for Drazzy to come in a minute. I'll start with Dylan. And you can do ROM BFord, and I'll do Drazzy at the end. Timmer.
Okay. Drazzy finished first. I'm just wondering. Usually leaves the best to last.
Oh, yes.
Why you do Drazzy last?
Because he's not in the party.
Uh,
Snakes is not joining the party.
mm.
Well, we can do Drazzy first. I'll do Drazzy first then. Okay. And then you do Dylan. And we do ROM.
Julio.
All right, Rom Drazzy. The reason I brought you in here because Snipes is not joining the party. I wanted to find out what happened, as we didn't catch it on the stream. I'm afraid. Why did you pit with only a lap to go? And how did your race go? Blah blah blah, and quality and stuff like that.
Blah blah blah. I pitted with 1 lap to go because I wanted to get the fastest lap, and Dylan had 3 seconds of penalties, and I knew I would catch him enough. At the end, I missed out by 2/10, but if I had more ERS, I would have had him. But yeah, that's basically why I pitted, because I know Celtic pitted to take the fastest lap off me, so I pitted again to try and take it off him, which I got in the end. But then I lost the podium, but it doesn't bother me that much.
Yep. Yeah, because I thought it was a little bit strange. I thought, why would you pit? On the podium. It just seems a little strange to me, personally. But we thought he may have had damage or something else. But even with damage, I suppose you could have still got it to the end, but with a big enough gap.
Yeah.
But 2/10 at the end. I mean.
Yeah, I know I had the pace to catch up, but it was just the ERS I was burning so much, so miscalculated it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, you didn't get the podium today, but you're still in the championship contention. But obviously, ROM BFord has pulled a little bit on you now, and obviously Snipes. So, how are you looking for the next race?
Spain? Yeah. I just want to say I really didn't have race-winning pace today. I was hoping for top 3, but I wasn't able. I knew I was going to be able to win the race. And Spain, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a fun track with the new corner. I think it's turn 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new turn 9, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll try not to go for fastest lap.
Okay, thank you very much, Ron.
Thank you.
And on to Timmer, please.
Hello, Mr. Dylan Baxter. A fine race this evening.
Thank you.
I'd say there was sweaty palms or feet near the end there, though. It was a
it's
certain
very
Ron
close.
Drazzy there bearing down on you towards the end.
Yeah,
You
it
just
was
talk us through your race and let us know how you felt you got on.
I think my race was alright. Like, I got some damage at turn 1, at that one. So, my pace, I wasn't having to use my full pace. And then the safety car wasn't greatly timed, I think. It gave like B4 and all that 3 pit stops. But I think the pace was quite good. I don't think I could have won, but I'm happy I got a podium, even though I kind of like given it.
I know you deserved it in the end. Like who pits last lap? Look, going for fastest lap. Like
This gang.
no, that's all I have. Orphan, on to you then for P2. I think it is though.
Well, P2 will be the final interview here today. ROM BFord, congratulations on P2 today. it was very. You got a very nicely timed pit stop there through the safety car, obviously, which gave you and Snipes a huge advantage in that race. I will have to say, qualifying, unbelievable between the top four, separated by something like a tenth, I believe, of a second. It was crazy qualifying. But yeah, so how do you think your race went, and obviously qualifying?
Well, qualifying was very close to everyone. I sort of ran my arse out, so it sort of put me out of contention for pole, but it was very close. The race, I had a dive-bombing teammate who must have missed his racing point, I assume, which cost me and Drazzy at least 2 seconds, and that's basically the gap for the whole race. So, I'd say I'm not blaming him, but you never know.
Yeah.
But over the whole race, we were very close on pace. He was quicker in some corners, I was quicker in others. He had a little bit more straight line speed. So, had I been within range from lap 1, would have been a different race. Whether I would have won, I don't know, but it would have been a good fight.
Yeah. He did seem to have the pace today, with Snipes over you, but you were basically matching laps throughout the race, so it was literally, I don't know, but he did sort of close up at the end, so it looked as though you could possibly do anything, but obviously the ERS with you there at the end was very hard.
When I got to that 1.7 seconds, I almost dropped it in that long left, so I've just backed off and just P2.
Yeah. How are you feeling for the next race?
It's usually one of my better tracks. I think me and Drazzy are quite close in times and time trials. Whether that translates into race pace, I suppose we'll see. I don't know what Snipes is like, so be a good fight.
Yeah. Well, the championship battle now is on between you, obviously, and Snipes now. Drazzy is a little bit back behind. I believe Ludlow is in third still, is he? Oh. Is it Ludlow in third?
Drazzy said. Is he? Oh no, I think it might be Dylan.
Sorry, Dylan.
Yeah, I think it's Dylan.
Because the last championship standings, let's have a look. I did say him earlier. Sorry, ROM Lawn was in third until this race. Obviously, it's going to change now with Dylan Baxter moving up into third, probably.
Yeah.
So it'll be the top three between you two. So the championship is definitely on between the three of you. And Drazzy, obviously, a little bit behind.
Yeah, but Drazzy says he doesn't care about the championship, he just cares about poles, so don't worry about Drazzy.
Just poles.
Just poles, he's one of them, so don't worry about Drazzy.
Yes, and the championship.
I'm still gonna try.
Alright, I forgot to mention one thing, obviously, about the start of the race.
Oh God.
Between you and your teammate, I believe.
But it wasn't just me. It's pretty much the whole top 5.
Yep.
Yeah. How your teammate T-boned you, or was it you who teamed? Who was the one that
Celtic.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
Celtic.
I think he misses outbreak himself.
He hit
I don't know
Drazzy.
why he did. Yeah.
He was trying to win the race.
Luckily-
6-1, was it?
I don't know, it depends. It's a safety car, but I don't know. I don't know. That's something against me, clearly.
Oh well, that's it for today. It was a very entertaining and very clean race, I have to say. No, honest to God, it was one of the.
I don't know.
I'll have a look at the constructors quickly. Alfa Romeo.
Down with
Oh.
that sort. Down with that sort of thing.
I'm not paid enough for that.
Austin Martin were on 110 and Alfa Romeo 81.
You haven't caught up. I know that for a fact. You haven't got 30 points on us. You probably closed the gap.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's been your Miami Grand Prix here today of ROM Racing. I've had Timmer join me late on. Unfortunately, he couldn't join the race, which we need to change in future. Because, unfortunately, but that was your race today. I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining, and good night.